Hello everyone, quick video, hopefully. Once again, where I talk, it will be rare, but this time it's because I got asked to do this and I think it would be nice. This is mostly for people who want to play Red Sun or any 2P hack that might get released in the future. Or just be able to play 2P, but it's mostly that if you want to run 2P and stuff, of course it can be useful, but you probably already know most of the things I will say, but maybe it might be useful, I don't know. I will try to be short, it's hard for me, but yeah. This video, I'm not going to explain every single thing about 2P, so it will be mostly just how to do 2P jumps, 2P meter jumps, 2 or 3 stuff you didn't know, and I will just quickly show you a better way to do long jumps from the water with 2P. If I fail, it will be very embarrassing, but hopefully not. It's not that bad. But that's all. I will not show more, so stuff about freezing enemies, freezing shrinking tiles and stuff. This is just figure it out. But first of all, how to play 2P, it depends. If you have two emotes, you can like tape together or like have an elastic or whatever. If you play with keyboard and mouse like I do, you can see my thing here. It's pretty easy. You can have like, you know, you can see my buttons from the thing here. It's for my 2P. You just need one actually. You don't even need to spin. You just need, you know, just this. And the rest is on my keyboard mostly. But whatever. I will not teach you how to play 2P like that. I'm sorry. Just find a way, find your obvious way. If you want to play keyboard and mouse like I do, it's kinda easy to play 2P, but you play with keyboard and mouse, you kinda nerve yourself. But whatever, first of all, the easy thing is 2P jump, which is not this but this. This is pretty good, you know, it is really easy. It's actually the thing intended by Nintendo, so there's nothing weird here. What you do is pressing 2PA, so 2PA is the A of 2P, so this, and 1PA will be this, so you know. You press 1PA and 2PA, pretty much the same. If you actually do the same frame, it sometimes does not work. I have to say, I actually TAS, you know, I'm a TASer, so I know it doesn't work. So you kinda want to press 1P and then 2P. There's 6 frames, I'm pretty sure it's 6 frames. You have 6 frames between the moment you press your 1PA and your 2PA. Though, the opposite also applies. If you can actually press 2PA first and then 1P. There you go. I press 2P first and then 1P. It's kinda harder, but you can do it. It's kinda harder, so there's no reason. You want to play. You want to press first 1PA and then 2PA. It's as easy. The timing might be you know, it's 6 frames. It's almost nothing, but it just straight up. You can try to press the same frame, and most of the time, because we are human, you know. It will work. You know what I mean. So this is pretty easy. If you want to do this, there you go. Some people don't know. Some people think you do this, then you press 1PA and 2PA in the you know. But it's not how you do it. You want to homing ground pound. That's it. What you need to do is spin in the air and then press crouch 6 frames max. There's a lot of 6 frames with this strat. You want to press 6 frames max after crouch. So you can do a frame perfect ground pound. It's going to be on that. It still works. Even if you do a frame perfect ground pound, it still works. If you homing ground pound, it works. If you wait too long, like, you know, sometimes it doesn't work. But it's normal. If you press too late, it just doesn't work. You need to press them pretty much the same frame. You can still, again, do it if you do a frame perfect ground pound, but it's of course harder. Why? Because, you see how long it takes for me to, you know, finish a mission? You have all the time. Like, you have all the time. I think it's around here, a bit before this, before Luigi actually goes down. Just a bit before this, you can actually, so if I wait, see, you can do. So for floor jumps, for example, if you like, you know, jump on the floor, you can actually wait a long time in the air, the time it respawns and stuff, and then you can 2P jump. This is very useful. This is actually required in Red Sun, I have to say, so I'm kinda giving ticks already, so you can have already an advantage with that, but it could be useful for people who think you need to do it instantly. You do not need to do it instantly after a bit. There you go, I always do it because, like, okay, almost always do it because I'm so used to it. But you do not have to rush, you can wait. Of course, if you have a timer or something, yeah, but otherwise, it is as easy. Second of all, you do not need your cursor on yourself. Like, if I'm here, see, do not do this, of course. You need to, but the, you know, you can see kinda how big the hitbox of the 2P is. Like, you see, you do not have to be on yourself exactly, but of course, better in case. If you are behind an object, here it might still work, yeah. But if you are behind an object, like you can see, like if I do this, it works. But if you are behind an object, it won't work. So if I'm like behind this object, there's no way it can work. Because again, it's so big, you can actually, you know. So, yeah, but otherwise, just so you know, if you're behind an object, it doesn't work. So, it's just this, just holding compound, just spin crouch, and it works. Of course, if you do it too late, it won't work. But the timing seems weird and seems complicated at first. I struggled when I started Ritson. I do not struggle ever. Like I might miss them again, but it's like speedrunners. You see them like missing maybe one or two in their runs most of the time. The best runners. It's kind of the same with me. Not because I'm like the most skillful or anything. It's just I'm so trained with them. So just so you know. Other thing to know is for something very interesting. So I will show you. I need to save state actually. I will show you here. So are we doing? There you go. Did he save? He didn't. You didn't see that. So like if you see, there you go. I get here. You know, I get here. Even if I try a neutral, I can do this if I do a neutral wall jump, but otherwise, like you can see, I always touch. You know what I mean? So now, you know, I 2P jumped. I 2P jumped before, right? I did my 2P mid-air jump. So if I keep my 2PA, okay, I keep my 2PA on, okay? No. What? Yeah, you can see, like, pretty easy. Now I don't need like, okay, I missed this time, but like you can see, I got actually higher. Like if I don't do it, it looks like this. If I do it, why? I'm pretty sure you know, and hopefully you know, watching this video. If you press A, like it's me, you know. If I press A, so when you keep A pressed, you jump higher. This is the same thing with 2PA. It actually was the same. So do not think because you know you do this, and then keeping 2PA, it does nothing. But if you do a 2P jump before, there you go. And because I don't know exactly how it works, but if you do a 2P jump, okay, in the air like I did, keeping your 1PA when you do the wall jump won't do anything. You can technically, it's better for your muscle memories and memory and stuff, but it won't make you higher because it's your 2P who is registered or whatever. I'm not going to act like I know actually how it works, but you want to keep your 2PA activated instead, so you can go higher. You can actually, you know, here I am like I should take this instead. Like, you know, here, there you go. I don't activate it, so of course you don't want to activate it too late. You can just keep it on. It will work, sorry. Or you can even just hold A only after you do the wall jump / when you do the wall jump. Of course, again, do not do that, don't activate it, jump and then. When you jump, you know, when you do the wall jump, you want to be holding your 2PA, and you will go higher. Maybe it's a bit confusing what I'm saying, I'm sorry if I don't explain very good, but I think you get the idea. This is, again, Rickard and Redson, so again, you get tech, but this time, I think it's worth it because I'm not going to explain that tech in return. I don't care. I can explain stuff with Lumas, toads, rabbits, signboards, but I'm not explaining this tech. So if you do not know about that, now you know. Very important because you go higher, and you might actually do jumps that maybe looks hard, and yeah, you do it a bit easier than other people because you keep your 2PA activated. It's the same, by the way, when you do slope jumps. I'm not going to do slope jumps here, but if you do slope jumps, it works like that. So if you ever see the tree skip in Oniv 1, keep your 2PA activated, like hold your 2PA after you do your 2P slope jump, and you actually might be able to you might actually be able to do the skip compared to if you didn't. Next thing, this is about, you know, this thing where you do this and then you can actually long jump like this. I'm not going to totally explain how it works because I don't know actually why I would not. Just when you go in the water, actually hold your crouch. You see, it's my control. And when you are in the surface, yeah, when you're surface, just press A. If you have to pee, you can just okay. Of course, if you don't have you need some speed, but if you have to pee, you can just spam yourself, and sometimes it will work. I kind of fucked there, but if you're like here, you just go to surface, and sometimes it works. I'm being shit. I'm being very bad. But you want to go in the water a bit first. You can just actually press A. So I don't know why I'm actually bothering with 2P, but 2P can actually help. Sometimes it can make it easier. It makes it easier for me, but yeah, you can do this too. Or those water, by the way. But yeah, I'm going a bit too far. It might be required, but you know, it's water, so I'm not going to ask too much, even if it's red sun. But so you know, for example, if I do it here, you see it doesn't work. So if you enter water, go inside the water with your crouch activated, and when you're at the surface of the water, you want to have some speed in the surface. You start swimming, and when you press A on mount, it will work. So just a tech because we asked me so much because of Chaos of the first season and stuff, Chaos the cat season and stuff. I don't know why I said in English. And that's pretty much it. I wanted this video to be like 5 minutes. It's 12. Wonderful. But yeah, I don't have really too much to say otherwise. Just so you know, though, last thing. So for example, if I do here a long jump, you see I lose a bit of speed. Like, it's kinda hard to see. But yeah, you can see kinda I lose a bit of speed before I do it again. You know, I walk again. Okay, here I didn't because I did a frame perfect long jump, but otherwise I lose a bit of speed. If you do a 2P long jump, or just, you know, a normal 2P jump like this, you actually keep your speed. Just so you know, maybe it could be useful. Like, you know, if I do this, I can instantly... I don't need... Because if I do this, sometimes, because of the speed, not here, but it can be a bit... you can actually lose speed. I would need my speed values. I'm not on Lua, so I cannot show you. But just so you know, you can actually keep your speed if you do 2P long jumps. And if you want to do the 2P long jumps, the last thing I will explain, you jump and then in you have 6 frames to press crouch and then to press 2PA. It's not something you can actually wait. You know, it's not something you can actually wait. Like you know, here you can wait, not with 2P long jump. That's why it's so hard. It's actually straight up 6 frames, straight up. But what you want to do is press A, your 1PA, then you press crouch and 2P. Pretty much the same time, and then you will have 2P long jump. You lose horizontal speed. You know, so you won't go further, but you go higher by not too much. This is not really useful. There might be like 2 or 3 times max where it might be useful in Red Sun. That ends there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm sorry if I'm shit at explaining. Yeah, I said the word. I said shit. Yeah, I said it. I don't know why I'm saying that. But whatever. Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it for 2P. If you have any question, you can ask. But that's generally, that's pretty much everything for Red Sun. If you want to run the game, that should be it too, but you might need a bit more. But whatever, just so you know, you will be able to train, you know, with Red Sun. You will be able to train a bit. I might do a little thing so you can just have a galaxy or something to train in. Otherwise, you can just go in Vanilla, you check, like you go to Ghostly, you try to do the wall jump I showed, you do stuff like that, and you just try a bit. I wish you all good luck. Red Sun next year in 2026, hopefully in August maximum or October. No, October maximum, August probably minimum. So there you go. Hopefully, I will see you there. Don't be annoying about it, please. And thank you. And good luck with 2P. Good luck with everything. Bye, bye.